Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to Timeless Romance Tales. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more dangerous aristocrats, forbidden secrets, and slow-burning Regency passion that always leads to destiny. And tonight's tale? It begins with a single letter, and an earl who would kill or wed to keep it buried. Let's begin. Lady Charlotte Everleigh never meant to pry. Truly she didn't. But curiosity was a vicious thing, especially when one was left waiting in a cold drawing room for hours, forgotten by a hostess who had run off to flirt with a colonel. Charlotte wandered. She always wandered. She trailed her gloved fingers along shelves of leather-bound books, admired dusty portraits, lifted a lace curtain to peer into the garden. And then she saw it. A letter lying half-spilled from a desk drawer. The wax seal broken. The handwriting urgent and sharp. She shouldn't. She really shouldn't. But the words practically reached up and hooked her. She leaned closer. Her eyes skimmed the lines, then froze. Her blood ran cold. This was no ordinary correspondence. It spoke of treason, of bribes, of a planned betrayal of Parliament itself, of a name, the Earl of Radcliffe. Charlotte staggered back. Oh dear God, a voice cut through the stillness. Find something interesting, did you? She spun. The air punched from her lungs. He stood in the doorway, broad-shouldered, dark-haired, eyes stormy and unreadable. A man carved from power and dangerous composure. The Earl of Radcliffe himself. He shut the door behind him. Slowly, softly, trapping her inside. Charlotte's throat tightened. Your lordship. I wasn't trying to. You read it, he said calmly. She tried to speak but sound vanished. He stepped closer. You read, he repeated. A letter no one alive was meant to see. Charlotte backed into the desk. I swear, I won't tell anyone. Oh, Charlotte, he murmured, using her name without permission. That is not how secrets work. Her pulse pounded painfully. The Earl toyed with the edge of the desk, watching her with unsettling interest. You know what this means, don't you? He asked. She whispered. That I'm in danger? A slow, dark smile curled his lips. Yes. She pressed a trembling hand to her chest. My lord, I didn't intend. I do not care about your intentions. He leaned in, voice brushing her ear. I care about the consequences. Charlotte's knees weakened. The Earl took the letter, folded it neatly, and slipped it into his coat. Now, he said softly, I must decide what to do with you. She stared at him, heart hammering. You wouldn't kill me. Wouldn't I? He murmured. You're a gentleman. He laughed. A low, dangerous sound. No, Charlotte. I am an earl. And that is far more complicated. She swallowed. Please let me go. If I let you leave, he said, circling behind her, you could tell someone, even accidentally, and my enemies would hear of it within the day. I wouldn't say a word, I swear it. Can you promise silence for the rest of your life? He asked. Yes. He stepped in front of her again, studying her face as if peeling back layers. No, he said quietly. You cannot. Charlotte's breath hitched. The Earl lowered his voice. I have two options. Her fingers dug into her skirts. Two. He nodded. And neither is very kind. She whispered. Tell me. He touched her chin lightly, forcing her to meet his gaze. Option 1, he said, is to kill you. Her heart stopped. Option 2. The Earl's thumb brushed her lower lip. Is to marry you. Charlotte yanked back. Marry me? Yes, he said simply. My wife cannot testify against me. My wife cannot gossip. My wife cannot be threatened. I know, absolutely not. I barely know you. The feeling is mutual, he said with a shrug. But I know enough. You can't just decide something like that. Oh, I can. He leaned closer, his voice velvet and iron. And for your sake, you should hope I do. Charlotte clenched her trembling hands. This is absurd. Insane. Perhaps. He lifted her chin again. But the alternative is much less pleasant. She stared at him, horrified. You wouldn't truly kill me. You stumbled into a world where truth is a luxury few can afford, he murmured. And I am not a man who gambles with his future. Charlotte's voice shook. If I marry you, I lose everything. My freedom. My life. My choices. The Earl's expression softened. Hardly. Barely. But enough. You would gain protection, he whispered. Mine. She turned away, trembling. I don't want to be trapped. Ratcliffe exhaled. Neither did I once. Something in his tone made her look up. He was watching her, not with cruelty but something dangerously like longing. Why me? She whispered. Because you know too much, he said. And because you are clever enough not to pretend otherwise. Charlotte felt tears burn her eyes. I don't want to die. He stepped forward and cradled her cheek, unexpectedly gentle. Then marry me, Charlotte. She closed her eyes. You would truly protect me? With my life, he said softly. And if I say no? His voice dropped. Then you will never leave this room. Silence swallowed the space between them. Charlotte's breath shook. At last. She whispered. Yes. The Earl exhaled, relief, victory, something deeper. Good, he murmured. It is done. Done. Yes. He lifted her hand, pressing a kiss to her knuckles. I will speak to your father. The banns will be waived. The ceremony will be tomorrow. Tomorrow. You are precious cargo now, he said. I won't risk giving anyone time to interfere. Charlotte felt faint. This isn't a marriage. It's a bargain. It's survival, he corrected. The next day, she walked down the aisle in a haze of fear, disbelief, and something she dared not name. The Earl, her soon-to-be husband, stood at the altar watching her with a storm behind his eyes. As she reached him, he leaned in. Don't tremble, he whispered. This protects us both. You force me into this. And I will spend the rest of our lives earning your forgiveness, he murmured. If you let me. Her breath caught. During the vows when he said, With my body I thee worship. His voice cracked just slightly, as though the words meant more than they should. After the ceremony, in the quiet of their carriage, Charlotte whispered, What now? He reached for her hand, hesitant, almost unsure. Now, he said softly, I keep you safe. Always. And me, she whispered. He met her eyes. You learn that not all cages are cruel, and not all bargains end in chains. Charlotte felt her heart unraveling, folding into something new, something terrifying, something hopeful. Ratcliffe, she breathed. He leaned closer. Yes, my wife. Her pulse fluttered. Why does it feel like you wanted this? His lips brushed her forehead. Because, he murmured, I have been alone in darkness for a very long time, and you opened a door no one else dared to. Charlotte felt her chest tighten. And now, she whispered. His mouth ghosted over hers. Now, he said, you stay by my side. Where you belong. Their lips met, slow, deep, claiming. Not the kiss of a captor, but of a man who had fallen long before he admitted it. And as the carriage rattled into the night, Charlotte realized. She didn't stumble into a secret. She stumbled into a man who would burn kingdoms to protect her. And she wasn't sure she wanted to run anymore.